veritable Camelot of the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but the working man.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today.
Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
I think part of it is a bit of a glitch in human behavior. We are biased towards negative news because if you ignore good news, it may not matter. If you ignore bad news, it might kill you. So as a species, we tend to focus on the negative. But I think it's with an eye towards avoiding bad outcomes. I think the reason why we spend so much time looking at really bad outcomes is I think as a way of figuring out how we can avoid those things collectively, kind of dreaming together about how we stay out of trouble. There's also a bit of escapism in there. Living in a world without rules maybe sounds appealing when you're dealing with so many rules in a given day. But no, I think it's largely to keep ourselves out of trouble. Absolutely. I think the decision early on with Geneva and Graham was this challenge of, okay, these games are open world games and they're role-playing games, and you can take your character and steer them in any direction. You can make them look how you want. You can point their moral compass in any direction you want. Conveying that feeling in a series where, of course, you don't have that option. Geneva and Graham came in, one of their first ideas was to make this an ensemble, which I thought was brilliant. So you have three main points of view. You have Ella's character, Lucy, who is the quintessential vault dweller from the games, the most familiar character from the games. And she is idealistic and wide-eyed and maybe a little naive. And it's really from her perspective that we're going to encounter this world outside. And she's going to have to adapt to what she thought she was going to find, which is maybe a handful of orphans that she was going to teach the national anthem to the discovery that it's a world that has moved on without her, without the rest of the vault, and that is very alive, very filled with its own culture and its own conflict. Then you have Aaron's character, Max, who is part of the Brotherhood of Steel, which is one of the factions that when you're playing the games you can join if you want to. So we get a chance to see what it would be like coming up that way, growing up on the surface, growing up in these harrowing conditions and trying to find an organization that might just keep you alive and trying to figure out if you share the same values as that. And then, of course, you have Walton's character, the Ghoul, and Cooper Howard. He's really playing two characters across the span of time. And that, one of the most exciting things to me, one of the most exciting things for Todd was the ability in the series to explore the world before a little bit more. Which you've seen glimpses of in the games, but we really get to set up shop and spend some time there. Oh, thank you so much. Now, it was one of the first things we sort of talked about was how to bring the power armor to life, how to bring the vast scale of the Brotherhood and their various machines and machinations to life. We had a lot of fun. We wanted to create that feeling of really being there, the way that games make you feel like you're in this world and you could walk around any corner and you could lift any rock or pick up any object. And I think, though in a series the audience can't take control of the camera and point it where they want, we wanted to give them that feeling of a tangible, real world. We built these vast vault sets. I mean, to me, it's kind of a maximalist way to do it, but I think the only approach to make the audience feel the reality of something is to make it as real as possible. So we did. I think the biggest challenge for me was comedy, which is something that I hadn't worked on before. I was most, excited, but also most apprehensive about it. And I think that was one of the biggest joys for me of working on this, was the opportunity to kind of set the script aside in some moments and work with these amazingly talented comic actors and let them take the material and just play. And we find ourselves in Namibia on the Skeleton Coast with the sun going down, with some brilliant comedians trying out different materials in the few moments of light we had left. Just an amazing experience. I don't think when I work on things, there's not necessarily a message that we want to impart. I don't feel like I have any answers, especially given how confusing and frightening the world feels sometimes, especially these days. But I think if we can get people, first and foremost, we can entertain people. But to the degree that they're taking anything from the narrative beyond that, maybe asking some questions. One of the questions here is, do you really want to live in a world without civilization? As much as it's wish fulfillment, I think, civilization's awfully nice.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
There you are, you little killer.
You show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still. Why don't you give me a sign like the sea? Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe. A London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.